This is a update. I got my metal shop all wired in this time while I was home, and I got my solar PV system hooked up, and it's hooked up to this shop. So I've got lights, 2 of them, and then I got a bunch of unpacking and organizing to do. So I got a propane heater that I'm going to put in the other shop until I build I'm wanting to build a rocket mass heater in my other shop, because I'll be in that one more than I'll be in this one. But for this one, I put in a barrel stove. So it's heating up pretty good. They tore a house down out here by where I live, and they had a bunch of cinder blocks, so I just took a bunch of used cinder blocks, kind of work as a heat break for that barrel stove. And then I got my welder and my anvil and all that kind of stuff hooked up. I got this. This actually runs off my solar electric system too. It's a little 15 amp 5-ton log splitter, home light. Works good. So I've split probably half a cord. Took me about an hour, so it wasn't too bad. So trying to get everything kind of organized to where I can get in here and work. A lot of the stuff isn't going to be in here. It's just I don't want to pay storage fees anymore. So got my leather stitcher for my saddle shop. So hopefully here in within about a year, hopefully I'll have my shop all done. I can go to building saddles again. So my solar system actually runs everything in here except for the welder. It'll run this, my table saw. It'll run my planer, my drill press, all my hand tools. The only thing it will not run is that jointer. It just draws too much power. So I got what else did I get done here? I got some boards here. They're tongue and groove 2x6s. I'm gonna build me a door for that saddle shop. I don't really like the white door. And then outside, it's probably gonna be a little windy. You can see right out there by the wellhead. I got my well pump put in this time. So got a frost-free hydrant in. It's about 5.5 feet down. So that's what's sticking up. And I just have an extension cord sticking out so I can hook it up. When I need it to. Huh. Anyway, and then I got my solar system hooked up into the pumice feet shop. Got those are 250 watt panels, 245, something like that. Solar World. Mounted them up to my little combiner box there, and I mounted it directly to the pole with some little brackets I made. And then this is that lightning arrestor. Then I got to bury this line still, and that's the vent for the battery box coming out. Got the roof done last time I was home, and I got the finished stucco on the outside, so now it's ready to be completely finished on the inside. This is the door I'm going to replace with that 2x6. So I got to put the floor in, and get the rest of the interior done. Whatever, stucco up on the inside. It's not really stucco, plaster. There it is. And then this is the solar system that was in the other cabin. The 6 Trojan T105 batteries. And Morningstar 60 amp MPPT charge controller. And then the Magnasign 2000 watt inverter with their, I can't remember, some kind of box. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Anyway, these are the DC circuits that connect to those there. So, in the other cabin I had this hooked up to lights and the refrigerator. And then just a box here. And this gray wire is the UV or underground underground feeder cable. And that's a 10 gauge wire coming into a 20 amp breaker. And then that actually, I got to run that through the wall, but I run that down through a pipe that I had put underneath the foundation to start with, and ran that in. So I got to tuck that in the wall, kind of like I did those, and then I'll put some metal lath over it, and then I dug a trench, and that runs over and goes up into the other shop. So there's my miniature dog there. So anyway, that's a update. And then just started on my wood pile this time while I was home too. Alright, bye.